Nigerians who are stranded in South Africa. I did a video where, although I've been talking about South Africa, Nigerians, and all of that in the past weeks, and somebody reached out to me, I think a day or two ago, and was talking to me about what's going on in South Africa with Nigerians and Nigerians in diaspora, which are in South Africa, and the South Africans. The person mentioned, she said that she really feels sorry for Nigerians who are in South Africa, that most of them, once they leave Nigeria, they don't ever bother going to renew their passport with Nigeria. The visa they came with will expire, they don't care. Then when they now get entangled with all these South African ladies, the ladies will now want to marry them. They'll marry the ladies. Then the ladies will now become reluctant to go do their passports. That's to go do their documentation so that they will make them become citizens. So before you know it, the ladies will say no. They don't want to do it because they don't want them to go back to Nigeria. They want them to remain there. At the moment they do it, they will not be going to Nigeria. So it's like they all have, it's like a cartel. So they all know themselves. I mean, the South African women who are engaged to these guys or dating those guys. So they know themselves. And then each time, the guy will come, they will be okay, they will be cordial, they will be fine. They will even promise, oh, she's going to do her papers and all. And at the end of the day, the girl will develop COVID, especially when they have children. She won't want him to travel to Nigeria because they feel that each time they do the papers and then travel to Nigeria, they don't come back, or they'll go and start seeing another woman. So they'll rather not allow them have their papers. And then some have, because they don't really have papers, some want to go back. A lot of Nigerians, she mentioned, want to go back to Nigeria, but they do not have papers. That the last time they did an airlift for them. They were telling people to show any sign of identification that they are Nigerians. That some of them couldn't show because immediately they got into South Africa, they discarded their passport, and in fact some went as far as not renewing their visa. And if you don't renew your visa, she mentioned that it is going to give a bad report on your visa when you go to apply for visa in another country. She was mentioning, because one thing about visa, even American visa, when they notice that they've given you a visa before, like let's say for example, they gave me a visa to go to the UK, and I come back, I return after either the expiration or before the expiration. They now give me let's just say any African country you travel to by air, that they need to use your visa and all of those, and you come back, and then you apply for a UK visa, they will give you, because they believe that you have traveled before, you're not a first time traveler, even though there are some first time travelers that have some little issues, some do not have. So all of these laws are not cast on stone. But for the lady who reached out to me was super concerned about the safety of Nigerians in South Africa, because the way these people are going about everything, that to the extent that they had to, what they now do is that they can even lie on your head that you are carrying powder. Then they'll all alive when the police officers ask, or the South African authorities ask what happened. They'll give stories and give excuses that you maybe stole a fowl. Meanwhile, that's not the actual thing that happened. So it's high time you Nigerians in Nigeria, Nigerians in diaspora, and all the people who are in South Africa, and you're in Nigeria. If you know you have the money to come back, come back. If you know you do not have the money to come back, then you guys should write to your home affairs that were back there, and they're going to sort it out. Yeah, write to the appropriate quarters so that you can be sorted out. It doesn't make sense at all to be in a place where you are not wanted, a place where they unalive you, a place where they feel that, oh, whatever whatever they don't drag Nigerians into cannot stand. If you are not in that category, You don't know what God has done for you. So some of them will say, oh, why are the lawyers not complaining? Why are the doctors not complaining? Have you noticed that most people that complain about South Africa are the ones that either just relocated out of South Africa or they have lived in South Africa before? So that's the case. Most people don't talk while they're in South Africa. A lady just made a video about Dubai, and 99.9% of all she said about Dubai was true, because she has been there, you know, and discovered all of those things, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So when she's talking to you she knows exactly what she's saying or about to say. So I think Abike Dabiri should try to organize another airlifting program where they will airlift those people back home. Because the truth is that they do not have, their visa is showing, expired. They have a lot of, expired visas in that place. So if the visa expires, it shows that your travel history is going to have K-leg. So I think Abike Dabiri or whatever authorities are in charge of. Someone said our Igbo brothers are the ones who are going there and making these girls wives that they don't have any business making them wives. And I mentioned in one of my videos that if you want to marry in South Africa, marry them out of their country. It's better that way. I said it in one of my videos. And this lady in South Africa who reached out to me, she watches the videos and reached out to me, and began to talk to me about most of these things, that she opened up to a lot of things that I can't even remember. I can't even remember. If I played the voice note, you'll be super, super disappointed at how these people reason towards us. But our people don't want to listen. They go there, as in, they just don't want to return. Okay, you don't want to return, and these people are giving you all the rubbish. You walk away. And if you are stranded, that is why Abike Dabiri is there, being the person in charge of diaspora. You speak to her, interface with her. This is not the time to be saying, oh, this person is my political opponent or this person is my political brother. A lot is ongoing. A lot is ongoing. A lot is ongoing. That is why it is very important to know who you are, wherever you find yourself. And the fact that Nigerians are very bold and they don't have their time, it makes them very sad. Most times they call out Nigerians. You go to different comment section, they are there in their numbers, and one will begin to wonder, of what use, is this? They come under comment sections insulting, because all they know is to abuse people. All they know. A South African will never start a conversation with you. I'm talking about the black science that are online. They will never start a conversation with you without insulting. Like, let's not say that started a conversation. They will never, how would I explain it? They will never see a comment or a video. And their own is that they comment based on the title. And no matter how you correct them, they will always comment upside down. So if you are in South Africa as a Nigerian, please come back home. If you feel you don't have transport to come back, then look for a way to reach out to Abike Dabiri so that, that can be sorted. Because it doesn't make sense to be in a country where you are not loved, you are not wanted. Yeah. That's the height of it. Because their children, some of them, they are living in abject poverty. And then you hear South Africans talk about Nigerians eating rice and the government giving us rice, and you'll be wondering to yourself, is it that they don't have what else to eat other than rice? What else do they have to eat? They don't have anything to eat, so they keep laughing at us that we eat rice, that whenever it's during election period, Tinubu will give us rice and we'll go voting. That's why they say what you don't know, never criticize. We have so many meals in Nigeria. That is the least of our problem, Rice. Rice is just one of the meals. It's not even the core primary food we have in Nigeria. So If you have a brother, a sister who is in South Africa, don't think they are enjoying. No, they're actually enslaving them. So all we have to do is just to be there for our brothers who are out there seeking for their greener pastures. But at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, Nigeria is not your mate, South Africans. You guys should back off. Thank God for everything, shall we pray that Nigerians come back to Nigeria.